Last Friday was the first farmers market at Honeyhorn on Hilton Head Island. If you didn't manage to make it over there, well, don't worry about it. You'll have an opportunity to do so this upcoming Friday and every Friday through the end of October. Here to tell us all about the farmers market at Honeyhorn, Pamela Martin-Ovens. Great to see you, Pamela.
Good to see you, Allie.
Well, we were there fairly early on. Tell us what the hours are going to be each Friday.
We open at 8:30 in the morning, and we're open until 1 o'clock. And you can arrive at the market and have a cup of coffee when you get there and a scone and walk around and shop for your produce. It's just great.
It was actually super. I know when we were there, someone was actually making crepes as well. Is that right?
That's true. That's Claudine's Creperie. She does. She makes sweet and savory crepes. It's really nice.
So it really makes it a nice morning if you get there early on or early afternoon as well. How many vendors do you have signed up and that will be there if people venture this Friday or the Friday after?
Right now we have 30 vendors and farmers.
And,
both.
Excuse me, and when we want to give people an idea, I'll just say that I saw beautiful flowers, I saw vegetables, I saw fruit. What else will they find?
You'll find fish and shrimp with Tanya Hudson from Benny Hudson Seafood. We have 2 organic farmers. You'll see herb plants, and we have heirloom tomato plants. We have Ron is a farm plant connection growers, and they grow citrus plants. And they come from as close as Port Royal. They bring them from Port Royal. It's really interesting how many different things we have.
It really was a wide variety, and just to chime in on some other ones, you have someone who's actually a beekeeper who had honey products there.
We did.
A jeweler had some things there. I love this. You actually even can bring some knives or other implements with you and have those sharpened while you're walking around and doing your shopping at the farmer's market.
You can. It's wonderful. And Superior Sharpening Services is the name of the gentleman that does it, his company. And he will even sharpen your tools, farm tools or your gardening tools. He sharpens knives while you wait, but for your gardening tools, you'll have to come back the next week and pick them up.
Why did you decide to do this? Did you really see a void in the Hilton Head area for something like this? And in the setting, in and of itself, is just spectacular.
Thank you. Well, we thank Michael Marks for the setting because Honeyhorn is just so beautiful. And our founder, Rebecca Smith, is the woman who actually worked on this for about 8 months with Michael and the town to get permission to have a farmer's market at Honeyhorn. And that was a tremendous amount of work. And I was co-managing with Rebecca, and then she had to step out because she has a full-time job at a museum on Paris Island, and it was a lot.
Well, you know, as someone that just went and enjoyed and did some videotaping, I had no idea until I went to the website how much work this really takes, from coordinating a nice website that you have that lists a lot of great information, to the fact that you've got to coordinate all those vendors. There are legal issues that you have to be sure you're all set on. I mean, the list goes on and on, doesn't it?
Thank you. It does. But you know what? It's such a wonderful, refreshing thing to have. I think the timing is right. Michelle Obama is pushing for healthier food for children and families, and this is a way we can do it. One way is to just start out by visiting the farmer, eating your local produce, which they say is healthier. And I read an article from the University of Nottingham in England, put out a report that says that people who eat fresh, healthy produce appear to be more attractive than people who don't. So there's another good reason.
Hey, we all wouldn't mind being a little more attractive, but I mean, just the fact
That's
that you get it right from the farm, direct from whoever it is that's growing the produce, just has to be better for you than once it's processed or travels miles on end until it gets to you. What kind of response did you get from people? I'm curious, for the first Friday that you held the farmers market.
We've gotten great response, and we have a little Facebook website, Facebook too, and a lot of people have gone on there and just sung the praises, and they said it was so much fun to come, shop, and then go see the marsh tackies because they're in like a little stable right beside the market, which makes it really fun.
And they're the official horse for South Carolina, the marsh tackies. You also had a gentleman there that had absolutely gorgeous wooden bowls. I believe he's from Defusky.
Oh, yes. He is. He lives on Defusky. His name is Jack Anderson. He grew up on Tybee Island. He said as a young man they used to kayak over to Hilton Head Island. I thought, good grief, that's 6 miles on the water.
That is.
And so I know, young arms though, I guess. But and his work is phenomenal. He makes bowls out of fat wood, which is really unusual.
Well, it just was a wonderful morning that I spent there. I know I'll be back many times to come. And Pamela, I want to thank you so much for joining us on the Low Country Report to entice people that haven't been there yet to check out the farmers market at Honeyhorn. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Allie. My pleasure.
When we come back, the Heritage PGA Tour event is just weeks away. Details on some special programs surrounding that event when we return.